Long time no vlog. I just finished Margot's Got Money Troubles and really enjoyed it, 5 stars. And I'm currently reading Is This a Cry for Help by Emily Austen, and also really enjoying it. I'm about halfway through. I'm actually probably more than halfway through at this point. And I'm just going to keep going. And I'm going to vlog because it's been a long time. We're actually back this time. I said that in that last clip, but I'm back. I am currently reading and nearly finished Is This a Cry for Help? And, well, I was looking at my reading journal just now and I realised I'm on a 5-star streak and I didn't even realise it. So let's recap the last few books I've read and loved. I'm just on a roll. I'm on a roll. So I read Loved One by Aisha Uhara. Really sorry if I'm butchering that, but gave that 5 stars. Phenomenal. Then I read Charlotte's Web. That was a nostalgia read, but it still hits. It's still 5 stars. Then I read Margot's Got Money Troubles by Rufie Thorpe even, and 5 stars. Really thought-provoking, very interesting character dynamics, and the relationships are so interesting, and it's really entertaining. Loved that one. And now I'm reading this, Is This a Cry for Help by Emily Austen, and this is going to be a 5 star. For many a reason. The lesbian experience, the librarian experience, and just working in a public-facing job. I work in a library, so I relate to this to a degree. I will say this is a very extreme case, and also it's set in not in Ireland, it's America, I think it's America or Canada, I think. So, the alt-right there and the conservatives there, it's a little bit more extreme. So this has been very interesting. And then it also deals with grief as well, in a kind of a complicated way. And I'm not going to really say any more because I think y'all should read this. I've loved every book I've read in the last while, and I'm so lucky to have picked some great books. But I vow that I'm going to start filming more. I don't actually really know what my next read is, so we're going to pick that out together after I finish this. I'm finishing this tonight because I have this much left. We can do this. I'm currently reading The Housemaid. I spent the morning just changing my bed sheet and just cleaning my room. The last thing left is my bookshelf because it's not that it's messy. I just have books on here that I keep holding on to because, well, when I read it, I remember liking it. I remember really liking it. But then I have no recollection of the book, or very little. And I think I just need to get rid of those books that, if I have no memory of them or very little memory of them, I think it's okay to let go of them, even if I really did love them. Because for me, I often remember the experience of reading more than the actual storyline, especially for books I read a long time ago. And I'm just, why am I holding on to them? Because my bookshelves, they need more space, and I'm going to get rid of some books. So I'm going to just go through them and hold on to what I genuinely remember and love, because these are all books, in fairness, books that I genuinely did love reading, because I got rid of anything that that I remotely dislike in any capacity. I'm not sentimental, but for example, there's the book The Vanishing Half, and I remember reading that and loving it. But I don't remember the story. Why am I holding on to it? Like, it's so far in the back of my mind. Like, it's so vague. I could reread it, but that's what I have a Kindle for. Realistically, I'm not going to reread it. But if I ever want to, I have other ways of getting the book. I work in a library. I can get the book. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and take out anything that I don't genuinely remember and I don't genuinely love. Let's go. Okay, so this is the little unhaul. Well, it's actually not little. It's very substantial, actually. But here's the little unhaul. Lines to Live by Taylor Swift. I got this. I don't know when. Haven't looked at it once. It's basically Taylor Swift lyrics chopped into... Actually, it's not even all lyrics. Some of it is just quotes she's said. But I'm not going to read this realistically. I bought this back when I was buying everything, and I was like... I felt like I needed it, but now I don't. I'm not actually going to read this. Let's be realistic. Let me tell you what I mean. I actually quite enjoyed this, but I listened to it on audiobook. I had the physical copy, and I just read it by audiobook, basically. And I don't need it taking up space on my shelf. I mean, I like to be like, yeah, I'm cool, and I read Joan Didion. But that's a lie, because I read the White Album and wasn't hugely a fan. I did like this, but I don't need it on my shelf. Cersei, I have threatened to unhaul several times and just haven't. If I want to reread this, I'll get it on my Kindle. Interesting facts about space. I gave this 3 stars in the end. I recently reviewed it, so you can go read that. But in general, I'm not rereading this anytime soon, or ever. I'm happy to have read it, but I don't need it on my shelf. Similar with Shy, because I've read it, I gave it to my mom, she's read it, we both felt similarly. I'm happy to part with it, because I won't be rereading it, and sometimes I hold on to books if I feel like my mom is going to read them. She read it, we both did, both felt similarly, happy to kind of pass on that one. I mentioned The Vanishing Half. I really liked this, but I don't remember it, and if I reread it, it will be a Kindle. Similar to this, The Marriage Portrait. I actually read this for my master's. I barely remember it, which is saying a lot, actually. The fact that I barely remember a book I wrote a review on for my master's. These two I'm probably going to hold on and check with my mother if she's read them. But if my mom's read them, then I'm donating. The Guest Cat. I went through a phase of reading a load of cat books, and I mean, I quite enjoyed this, but I have 2 others that I preferred a lot more, so I'm going to hold on to them rather than this one. Similar to this. This was weird as hell. I don't really feel the need to hold on to it. It was very odd, very weird. And I think it's okay to say goodbye. This I do remember, but I'm never going to reread it. I very much enjoyed it, but I don't need it on my shelf, so someone else can enjoy reading Hidden Lies by Rachel Ryan. So that's everything I'm getting rid of. So I've had dinner with my parents, then I went for a shower. I'm currently experiencing a hot flush, so waiting for that to kind of pass. Just the perks of having POI and getting menopausal symptoms when you're 27. But I'm just gonna wait for that to pass, and then I'm gonna brush out my hair, put some conditioner through it, spray conditioner, and then leave it dry naturally because the weather's really nice at the moment, and I can definitely let it dry. And I'm also not going to add more heat to my face when I'm currently dealing with a hot flush. But after that, gonna go do some gaming because I'm looking forward to that. I'm still rosy as hell, but I really like this. It smells really nice. Just an FYI. Morning. It is Monday, aka my Sunday, because my days off are Sundays and Mondays. So it is the Sunday of my weekend, and I have a cup of tea. I'm going to read some more of The Housemaid. I really didn't read yesterday that much, because I read the first 50% of this book on Saturday, because I was off on annual leave. I was doing something with my family, and then I only read about 20% more yesterday, if even. So I could have gotten it finished yesterday, but I was busy changing my bedclothes and doing other things, which is totally fine. And I had the best sleep last night. You know, when you have showered, you've fresh pajamas, fresh bed sheets, just not a better feeling. But today I'm going to go do some holiday shopping, because I'm going on holiday soon. It is a really nice day, so I need to figure out what I'm going to wear. That's the one thing about Ireland and Irish people, but me anyway. I kind of don't know what to put on myself when it's sunny, because we don't get sunshine very often. So my wardrobe does not necessarily cater for that. So that's why I'm going shopping. Because I'm going to Lanzarote and don't know if me going around in polo necks and turtlenecks is going to work. Probably not. Anyway, I'm going to read, drink my tea, and just enjoy my Sunday, but your Monday. I'm home and I am scorched. So yeah, it's a bit of an idiot. We ended up not going shopping because neither myself nor my boyfriend really liked the idea of being inside in a shopping centre for the entire day when it's so nice out. We should have put on sunscreen. We should both sunscreen put it on. We did not. Now we are suffering the effects. That was super dumb. Gonna definitely buy some for tomorrow if I want to sit out on my lunch breaks, because this was just stupid. That had it on my face, but the rest of me no. Because as I said, didn't think I'd be outside today, but anyway, it was really nice. But right now, this is not nice. This hurts. I put after sun on, so let's hope it helps. But to add another book to the mix, started rereading Skullduggery. It's Shane's favorite series. I read the first book. It was okay. He was like, please give it another try. So a year and a half later, I'm reading it again. And we are reading it together. So I am now 22% into it, I believe. So I'm reading this. I'm reading Macy Neely's memoir. And I'm also reading The Housemaid, all on my Kindle at the moment. So it's a bit overwhelming right now. But I'm going to read more of The Housemaid until I get that finished. So then at least I'm not reading 3 books on my Kindle. Like, that's a bit excessive. Like 3 books at the same time, a bit excessive. You know, sometimes I'll have 3 books, but one will be a physical, one will be an audio, and one will be on my Kindle, and like that's okay. But 3 books on my Kindle, bit much. So I'm gonna try and beat The Housemaid first. But that's a little update on my day, and that kind of brings to a close this vlog. I think I might pop in slightly later just to do a roundup of the books I spoke about, so that we actually have a little bit of conclusion. But that was my day and my weekend, my Sunday, my Monday, aka my Saturday, my Sunday. It just ended with me looking like a tomato due to my own stupidity. But I finished The Housemaid earlier today. I gave it 5 stars. However, I will say the big plot twist was spoiled by my feed being bombarded by clips of the movie adaptation. I found the ending to be very satisfying. I'm not entirely sure if I would be jumping at reading the rest of the series. I feel like the Housemaid itself stands quite well as a standalone. I'm not necessarily, I don't know if I feel the need to read the rest of them. I probably will, because I've only heard great things. But I think as a book, it stands by itself very well, and it doesn't need a second and a third book. But I probably will read the rest of them just because I am intrigued to see what Frida actually does with the rest of the story. That is it for this vlog. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next one.